it was still smoking the weed, smoking a bag of reefer probably a day, traced with Tren and GH, you know, a little bit of that stuff. So
that's a good segue to weed. Weed in the UFC has changed their relationship with. So USADA has said that they're going to stop testing for marijuana. I mean, it's fair to say it doesn't really have performance enhancing effects. Maybe on the day, because it can bring your mood down if you're really anxious for a fight, because it's incredibly stressful. But it's still weird with the Nevada Athletic Commission in the US. They will still test for it, and if you're over a certain, I think it's nanogram per milliliter or something. Yeah, and they test for the amount of THC in your bloodstream, but they do say you should stop smoking at least a couple weeks beforehand, and then it should be okay.
Yeah. Well, Nate Diaz is probably like, the fuck took you so long?
Well, Nick as well, because Nick was rumored to come back, and Nate's already had a supposed, fight to be booked in at lightweight or something like that this year. They're just looking for possible opponents. It was funny that they released that Nate's going to get an opponent this year at lightweight, and it was the same day that they released that, USADA is not going to test for marijuana anymore. I was like, coincidence?
Yeah.
I think not. Yeah.
Nah,
but
it's good. Well, it's good that they're taking this sort of change, because marijuana has been debated around the sports world for quite some time, especially in the UFC. And the UFC's had pretty strict thing against it, and a lot of fighters, I'm pretty sure a lot of fighters take it. I'm pretty sure a lot of professional athletes take it as well.
Of course.
I mean? Anything they can do to recreationally, relax and just help take their mind off things, so why not? But it's taken them years and years and years to get to this part,
It's still very stagnant, because even in Australia, they allow CBD, but they're very strict on it. The only place that is allowed marijuana is, I think, Canberra or something like that, or ACT. I think so. I think ACT is where you can have marijuana. But the thing is, it gets weird there, because it's shown that the CBD oils and the CBD creams are actually way more effective when you have THC with it.
Oh, okay.
So it improves the actual positive effects of the creams and the oils and the ointments and things like that are used not just recreationally, that they're for, looking after your body and getting rid of inflammation. It's weird now that the Nevada, I believe the Athletic Commission has still got a weird issue with, they don't quite see eye to eye with USADA. It's very strange, but I feel like maybe in a few years, even the Athletic Commission will ease up on their own rules, and they'll be like, who cares?
Let me ask you a question, Jack. What does CBD stand for?
When it just, I don't know, actually.
Hold on, just Googling it right now.
CBD, cannabis derivative or something?
Yeah, cannabidiol is the second most prevalent active ingredient of cannabis.
Oh, okay.
It's an essential compound of medical marijuana directly from the hemp plant, which is a cousin of the marijuana plant. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's how I pronounce it. Cannabidiol?
Cannabidiol.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, well, that's the whole reason why marijuana got banned anyway, because they banned hemp at the same time, because the hemp industry was destroying the cotton industry. The cotton industry backed a lot of politicians to enforce legislation to get rid of marijuana. And it's slowly getting, a little bit more popular, and it's been popular for a long time, but it's getting more popular now. They're starting to actually bring it into legislation. I don't know, if you can have alcohol, then each to their own. I mean, I don't really see how an athlete would benefit from it other than calming your nerves on the day. So you can't have it on the day, but to stop a couple weeks beforehand, if you can't do that, you're not taking your career that seriously, are you?
Fair enough. Anyway, so there's one thing I wanted to